Hi. Today I would like to address a subject that not a lot of people talk about, and that is being involuntarily childless, like me. This is my fourth take on making this video, because it's actually pretty hard for me to still talk about it. I can't have kids naturally, and that is very hard to acknowledge and to actually live with still. I've been living with the fact now for 3 years that I will never surprise my husband with a positive pregnancy test. Never. So, yeah. I have since the age of 18 been pregnant 12 times. I'm now 35. I'm turning 36 April next year. And time for me is kind of running out, because once you reach 40, it's kind of over. At least here where I live in Scandinavia. So, yeah, 4 years left basically to try and have kids. Yay. You would think it's just easy to go to the doctor and say, hey, I can't have kids, I'd like to get pregnant, I need help with this. But for me it's not. I've been to a fertility clinic a couple of times, but last time here a couple of years ago I was told that first of all I need to lose 20 kilos at the least, preferably more, before I can be eligible to go through the treatment, because high BMI plus pregnancy equals a high risk for both mom and the kid. So that's kind of understandable, yeah. But furthermore, I have a mental disorder. I fight with depression, which I've had since I was 12, and anxiety. And then I have a personality disorder, an unspecified, because I have like several ones in one, but not enough to have just one of them. And the two main ones that I've just been told about, because I just went through another evaluation, is the borderline emotional unstable personality disorder and evasive personality disorder. So because I have these problems, or what I would call them, I have to get a approval from a psychiatrist or a psychologist or whatever that I will be fit as a parent. And that's maybe not the easiest things to actually be, because of my issues. And it doesn't matter that my husband does not appear to be a risk in that matter. I have to go through it because I'm the one who's going to carry it, but the kid. So the backstory to why I can't have kids is, yeah, kind of long. Like I said, I've been through 9 miscarriages. I had one that I had to be removed because it died, and my body didn't discharge of it by itself. When I got to the hospital, because I was bleeding, I would have been 13 plus 6, 13 weeks and 6 days. But when they scanned me, it showed that the fetus died in 5 plus 6, 5 weeks plus 6 days. So I had basically gone 2 months with thinking I was still having a baby, and I wasn't. And that whole experience was horrible. I got to the hospital, to the ward where I was going to be admitted to have this operation or whatever we call it. And I get in there and I get a bed, and a nurse comes and tells me that my mom has to leave the room. And I break down crying, saying I don't want her to go. I need my mom with me. And the nurse basically just told me that I had chosen this myself, to not have this baby. So I broke down even more crying than I was before, because it wasn't my choice. My mom freaked out at the nurse, basically. And it ended up with me getting my own room, so my mom could be with me the whole time. I ended up in the, what do you call that, the intensive care unit after, because I wouldn't start breathing. After the procedure was done and they had to take me out of the anesthesia, I wouldn't start breathing on my own. And as my mom said, it was like I had given up. Yeah. So I had to have extra help, basically, to go here to stay alive. But these things, of course, is not the reasons why I can't have kids anymore. The reason why is that I have had 2 ectopical pregnancies. And the last one when I was 32 with my husband. With an ectopic pregnancy, the best thing to do is actually to get your fallopian tube removed. Because if you just get the pregnancy removed, there is a very high chance that another pregnancy can be stuck in the same place again, and it can basically kill you if you don't know it, and the fetus keeps growing to a size where it's gonna erupt. I think that's the word. Your tube, and you can basically bleed to death. So best course of action is to have the whole tube removed. So I've been through this twice, which means that I cannot get pregnant by myself anymore. Well, with a partner, of course, but still. Like I said, it's pretty hard to talk about, and this is like my 4th take on making the video. Because I broke down crying, to be honest. Yeah. But because of these things, whenever I see a pregnancy announcement on social media, I don't congratulate people. I don't like or heart the announcement, because I just can't. Because you were getting my dream. So, and it sounds really harsh, it really does, but I just can't. A person on my friend list that I've known since we were teenagers announced her pregnancy last year, and I broke down crying. And the kid is now born, and I have still to congratulate her on that kid, even though I know that it's going to be a part of my family for the rest of time. I dread seeing these things online. I really do. Because it hurts. Same way as it hurts when people who don't know you or your story comes up to you and asks, so when are you having kids? You're getting older. You can't keep waiting. And it is so hurtful. Because I didn't choose not to have kids. The worst thing is, like, I guess older people who grew up with women have kids. Women work at home and have the kids and take care of the kids. And that's actually the hardest ones. Like, but you should have kids by now. Why don't you have kids by now? Don't you want them? I'm like, yes, I actually really do. But I can't. Same when you're at a party and talking to new people and they start talking about the kids. Because like I said, I'm in an age now that people have kids. That's very normal. And then they start about asking, so do you have kids? And I say no. And say, why not? Don't you want kids? It hurts so bad. That the first thing people think of is, oh, it's because she doesn't want them. She's one of those people that doesn't want kids. Which isn't the case at all. So no, I don't get happy for you when you announce your pregnancy online. I don't. I get sad. I get jealous. But I don't tell you. Because I'm not a mean person. I don't want to hurt you in this time that's supposed to be a happy time for you. So I just say nothing. And then I cry with my husband. It is a hard video to make. It's really hard to talk about it. I know I can have bad comments in the comment section on this one. About just need to lose your weight and you just need to do this, you just need to do that. I'm like, I can lose all the weight I need and still not be allowed to have kids. But just because I feel this way, just because I can't be happy for you when you tell me you're pregnant, it doesn't mean I don't love the kids that I know that's in my life. I have a niece and a nephew that I love very much. I don't see them that often, but that's probably mostly because I live in Norway and they live in Denmark. But I love them very much. My husband has 2 nephews and a niece, and I love them too. Great kids. My best friend has 2 girls, and I love those girls so much. They call me Auntie, so they're like family. I love kids. I just wish I could have some of my own. I am not saying you shouldn't announce it. I'm just saying when you're out and about and you meet women that doesn't have kids, be nice. Don't assume they don't want them. Don't ask, don't you want kids? Yeah. Maybe ask nicely if there's a reason why they don't have them. And they're either gonna say yes, because I can't, or they're gonna say I actually don't want kids. It's also might decide not to answer at all because it hurts. But just don't do the whole like thinking you know why they don't have any. Because we don't all choose not to have kids. A lot of us actually can't. I know there are some that don't want any. I know several of those. And of course I can't understand why they don't want kids, but it's their decision and I completely support that. I normally joke with people that, oh, if you don't want them, you could just send them to me. I'll take them happily. So just don't assume you know why women don't have kids. Being involuntarily childless is hard. It is. It's really hard. So I am hoping by putting my story out that other people will start to maybe open up about it more. Hoping to maybe teach some people, like I said, not to assume that a woman with no kids don't want kids. Yeah. There's not a lot else to say really. Yeah. I love you all, and I wish for you all the best in the world. Kids or no kids. Bye.